All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful that I'll get out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi has created us to do. So you can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahawashi with another weekly class lesson. And then this week we're gonna go into the topic of the mark of the beast, man. Because that's a major, huge, humongous life or death prophecy, man. You see, because that's what it's all about. This is not a game where you can just say, oh, the mark of the beast is whatever. No, you have to understand what it is, man. You can't just be out talking about the mark of the beast is sin or it's white women, it's an embargo. You have to tell the truth of the matter, man. So when it's presented to our people, they can know and understand that they're not supposed to get this according to what the Most High has commanded us. Because when you go into what's written pertaining to this prophecy, man, it's life or death. There's no in between. There's no gray area. There is no repenting if you get this, man. And that's exactly what the prophecy says. You see? And we see all the systems being rolled out for this to be implemented. Every country on this planet Earth, they're moving toward what? A digital society. You see, they're moving as what? CBDCs, man, central bank digital currencies. They're setting up, well, shit, they already have the infrastructure for this technology to be used, set up in the stores. This is why you have that swipe to pay. You see the tap to pay. You see? That's all making room for the M.O.T.B, which is RFID microchip, to be made mandatory and presented unto you, according to what's written in prophecy. You see? Oh, can somebody grab that real quick? That Satan should get an advantage of us real quick. Because at the end of the day, man, this is a major prophecy that our people need to understand. And when we say our people, we mean the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You have to understand this, man, because it's detrimental to your health. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. You want it? 2 Corinthians 2:11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
And that's what it is, man, because this is a device of the adversary. This is the device of the devil, the deceiver, Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, man. See, they're the ones who are coming forth with this to put it up in you. For you, basically, for you to pledge allegiance unto them as if they're your God, man. And that's not what we're supposed to be doing as Israelites. We're not supposed to go in this way. And we're not even supposed to give our people a vision as if this is okay to take, man. You need to be screaming at the top of your lungs that to warn them to stay away from this, man. And a lot of these other camps are not doing that. They're always complaining about us going into the M.O.T.B. But this is major, man. This is very major. Because if you get this, you're going to be destroyed in the lake of fire once those missiles fall. You see? So that's what happened. What's up?
I got it.
You got it.
This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's what's coming, man. This is coming for everyone to be tested. Now, we already know the heathen are going to fail the test because it ain't in them to go against this. Now, you're going to have some of them to rebel, but the majority of the heathen, they're going to go against, they're going to go with this shit. You see? And a lot of our people are going to go with it. Because what? They don't see no end of Babylon, man. They want, and what lets us know that they're going to go with this because they went with that juice when it came out to continue their life here in Babylon, man. So we know when this thing is made mandatory, they're going to do exactly what they did when that juice was made mandatory. They lined right up, rolled up their sleeve, and they got it. But for us, who are continuing Yahawashi's doctrine, we're continuing on in this faith. He promised to keep us away from this, man, because that's the only way you're going to overcome it. You see, the only way for the Israelites to overcome this is through faith in the Lord Yahawashi, and He's going to give us the spirit, you see, to keep our integrity and to refuse it, man. That was it. You know, Revelation, what you want to know?
I got here in the book of Isaiah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Isaiah 36, verse 6. Lo,
You gotta speak up, brother. As soon as you start reading, it goes out.
book of Isaiah. Lo,
No, it's not. You can't hear you. Try it. Try it again, brother.
I'm gonna grab it from Isaiah 36:6. Isaiah 36:6, it says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him." That's exactly what's going to happen to 2/3, man. They trust in this place. They want to continue their life in this place because they don't see nothing beyond it. They're going to do what? They're gonna go with what's going to make them more comfortable. You see, and refusing this device when it comes is going to make your life completely uncomfortable, man. And 2/3 of our people don't want to be uncomfortable. You see, and that's why that comfort of living here in Babylon is going to be to their demise, man. See, right. This place is over. It's through. Yeah. See, we're here right now just to continue to finish the race, man, to get our daily bread and get back to the tent. We're not here trying to build an enterprise here in America because we know America is finished, man. Because that's what that signifies when you get that device. That this place is not going to end. I'm getting this to prolong my life here in America. That's what that represents, man. I'm getting this to prolong my life here in Babylon a bit because I got a future here in this place. No, you have no future as an Israelite here, man.
Right. I just saw a report where it said that the Dutch banks are telling other nations not to invest in America. You know, not to get loans from America because America is about to go bankrupt. You know, so that that's what the Dutch bank is telling other banks.
So, so that's why the scriptures tell you, "We will heal Babylon, but she is not healed."
Right.
Y'all brothers holding over there?
Yeah, I got one. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahawashi, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach. And that's our position right there, is that we endure hardness as a good soldier, and that hardness it's going to come through what we got to experience, through Jacob's trouble, and that hardness is what's going to make you be able to suffer it, because hardening is what it's going to take to survive it, in the truth, because a lot of people are going to die. If you're soft-hearted, what's going to happen? Why did the Lord lock Noah's door? An angel do it because the door didn't open for the others.
Wow.
No mercy would be shown.
Yeah. That's why this verse is the hour of temptation. When they get soft, because initially a lot of these people they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna take that shit." They're gonna see their kids starving. They're gonna starve. They're not gonna be built up in the spirit. So they're going to end up falling, temptation.
Yeah, a good example is the 5 foolish. Remember, it says that they're going to come asking for oil, and then pretty much the ones that have oil are going to chase them away. We ain't got nothing for you. That's that hardness that we're gonna have to endure into the end, you know. I got one more if I could just get it, because I didn't even plan it, but I just seen that it goes with it. It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a good soldier." You know? And hey, how does a soldier become good though? Is by experience. Going through many battles does he become good. But if he's focused on the world, those are the ones that step on the landmines and die. You know?
Oh. You got one? I don't know.
No, not right now. No.
13.
Let's get to the first.
Okay. 66. So this is all the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
This is what is leading to Esau to control every human being on this earth by putting this device in. It says, because of all both rich and poor, free and bond. You see? Everyone is going to be tempted with this, man. Like the brother just read in Revelation 3 and 10. The hour of temptation was when this thing is made mandatory. And if you live on this earth, he's going to push this upon you. You see? There's no way around it. Everyone is going to be tried with this. And this is why we go into this so hard, man. Because if you go along with this, there's going to be dire consequences for you, man. Yeah. You see, there's going to be great repercussions for going along with this thing after we've told you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again that this was coming and we're to stay away from it as Israelites. Keep on.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
So you won't be able to function if you don't have this device. And this is where that uncomfortableness is going to come. Yeah. Because if you don't have this, you're going to be cut off from society. No more going to fucking Walmart, no more going up in Target. You see, no more going to get gas at the gas station. No more, you will have no access to society.
You're going to be
you will have no access to society if you don't have this device in you. You won't be able to buy or sell. That's where the uneasiness and the uncomfortability come in, because you won't be able to pay your phone bills. You won't be able to pay your rent or your mortgage, your car notes. You see, and all the things that you built up here in this place. You're going to be at threat of losing it if you don't go along with this plan that he's coming with. And this is why we're going there. And this is why we come with this gospel to have our people in the mindset of, no, this is not our rest. We have a kingdom coming after this, so we don't have to go along with this madness, man. We have to continue in faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and we're going to be taken care of. You see? Because at the end of the day, the Most High is the creator of everything. Esau has no say so, and if we eat or not, the Most High determines that. You see? Mm-hmm. But this is what it's coming to. You might think it's far-fetched. You might think we're crazy for saying that. They would never do that. You really don't understand who's pushing this forth there, man. You really have no understanding of who Esau really is.
And at the end of the day. God, verse 18. Here is wisdom. God. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
The elite of the Edomites, the elite of the so-called white race, they're the ones who are pushing this forward. They're the ones who want to, they're the ones that want to freak you.
They
want to brand you. They want to brand you with this. So and that's how we know that what we're saying is the truth, because every time we do videos on this, they get strike. Because Esau wants to hide this information, man. But this is what it is. Esau, the elite of the Edomites, you see, beginning with the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, they are the ones who are spearheading this, man. Now they're using puppets like Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates, you see, to bring these things forward. But the elite behind the scenes, they're the ones who are causing this to come forward, man. And it's all according to what? The will of the Most High God, Yahweh. You see, like the Apostle Paul always says, this is the Most High's mark, man. Yeah. This is the Most High's ultimate test to you Israelites, man, to show who has faith, who doesn't have faith. Are you gonna be faithless and go along with this damn wicked agenda that Esau's coming with? Or are you gonna have faith and believe that the Almighty God, Yahweh, is only begotten Son, Yahawashi, is gonna take care of you if you continue to walk in that spirit of faith? You see, that's what it's coming down to, man. And it's gonna be made manifest who has faith, who doesn't. If you, what does it say in 2 Ezra 15? All the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness, man. That's what it's going to prove if you get this device.
Yes, and then to read it in the Greek translation. Finishing off verse 18, and his number is 666. So this is our Revelation 13, verse 16 in the Good News translation, the GMT, and it reads, "The beast forced all the people."
Forced. It wasn't an option. He forced you to do it. He's going to force this upon you. You're going to have no say-so. And if you rebel or go against it, you're going to be at threat of being put to death, man.
Small and great for slave free to have a mark placed right hand or on their forehead. No one could buy or sell without this mark. That is the beast's name or the number that stands for the name. Verse 18. This calls for wisdom. Whoever is intelligent can figure out the meaning of the number of the beast, because the number stands for the name of someone. Its number is 666.
When you go into that word stigma, the 6 is Thai stigma. Stigma goes into a mark made by an imprinted mark. You see, it goes into a cutting into of the flesh, and that's what they do when they put this thing up in you, man. Go watch videos on YouTube, because they have videos on YouTube, RFID implant. Just go look at it, and it lines up what the scriptures say. This is what he's coming with, man. It is not sin. This is something physical that they're going to try to put inside of you. They have the ultimate control.
I was gonna say, if you haven't seen the videos, go out there and watch the ones with Sweden. How I think 90% of the population out there is already branded out there. Willingly.
Hey, what is the currency they're using? CBDC, central bank digital currency.
They were the only country that was not affected by the shutdown. And that's Sweden, they stayed open. They didn't shut down everybody else because that country's already on board with the agenda.
They ready to go. That was the test run. Now they done worked out all the kinks. They got all the fucking patches and the bugs worked out of the technology. Now it's time for them to start rolling it out to the world, man. See, that's what you're gonna see next. This is coming, man. There's no way around, and we know it's coming because the Most High said it would happen, and there's no way around it, man.
And we know that the majority of our people, it's prophecy that they're going to take that hit. Let me bring this out real quick. This is Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So 2/3 of our people, of our own people, are going to be deceived by that. Take that, see him.
Lose, man.
Lose. All right. then 21, he cannot drink couple
that cuts.
can't have it both ways like Burger King.
That cuts that bullshit doctrine of what if I get it and chop my hand off at the last minute, or try to pluck it out at the last minute. No, you've already decided to bend the knee. You can't. There is no going back, man. You can't. Oh, I'm gonna get it, and if the Lord come back, I'll take it out. That's the spirit you in. That's a great area. Nah, cause that shows you have no faith either. Because if you really have faith, you would deny that shit, knowing the Lord is coming back. The reason you taking it is because you don't truly believe. That's a weak doctrine, man. No, you're not supposed to get this, man. You cannot partake of the Most High's table and Esau's table. It's a clash there. Esau's table is full of violence and wickedness. The Lord's table is full of life. You have to choose either or. Stand with Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and choose life, or stand with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, and choose death. There's nothing in between that, man. One or the other. You see? That was it, bro. You want to cut off?
Yeah, I got one verse. 2 Ezra 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Point blank period. Point blank period. If you don't have no faith, having no faith leads to death, as the scriptures say. Going and getting this device put up in you shows that you have no faith. So guess what comes upon you? Death, man. Death. You see? This is why it's so heavy. That's why it's so heavy to push this, man. We have to push it. We have to keep going into it over and over and over again, man, because it's detrimental.
We gotta blow that trumpet.
Yep.
You know?
Y'all holding anything else over there, y'all?
I got one.
For those of you that forget, you're gonna be just.
Oh, hold on, brother. Your call got one.
I was just going to go back to that one about the devices, but it's Psalms 37, verse 7. It says, rest in the Lord Yahawah and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
We don't have to worry about what Esau is doing, man. If you got faith, just wait upon the Lord. The Most High told us, yeah, he gonna come with it, but he gonna keep us from the hour of temptation if we continue in faith. That's what it's all about, man. Believing, even unto death. You see, this is why, for all you guys coming in, you have to understand what you're a part of, man. This is deadly serious. We have to be ready to take it to the point of death, if need be, to refuse Esau and his bullshit, man. And this is why we have those examples written in our history. So you have the story of the mother and the 7 sons, man. You have the story of Eleazar, you see, who refused to bow the knee to go along with what these heathen were doing, man. And would rather die in faith with Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. You have to understand that if it comes to that, that's where you have to take it. This is not a fad. This is not just a trend. It's not just something like the Black Power movement back in the 90s, man. The late 80s, early 90s, whenever that shit started. This is not what this is, man. This is life or death, man. You see? Might grab Revelation 19, 14. So we're letting you know what this M.O.T.B is, man. Either you believe it or not. But we're letting you know that if you go along with this agenda that Esau is coming with, if you go along with getting this device put up in you, these are the consequences for it. The judgment is written. There's no repenting from it. There's no coming back from it. Once you go and you stick your hand out or whatever, however you want to get it, and it's up in you, you're done for as an Israelite, man. There's no coming back from that. You see? You have committed the ultimate transgression.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. And it reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
Now, what is the beast? The beast, see, Babylon, NATO, and the EU. That's the beast, ran by the so-called white race, beginning with the Amalekites, the so-called Jews. You see?
And his image.
What is the image of the beast? Image of the beast is the way of life, wicked doctrines and philosophy. everything that opposed the Most High God Yahweh. You see, that's the image of the beast. Yeah.
And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Now, what's the mark? Mark is what we've been talking about. It is the RFID CHIP. That's what the M.O.T.B is, man. You see? And the one that goes into your head is the Neuralink. You see? Or any type of brain-computer interface. That's what it is, man. It's nothing other than that. Either you believe it or you don't. But guess what? You've been warned nonetheless.
Can I get a precept real quick?
You got it.
With what you just said, this is Romans 14, verse 1. In the King James Version, it says, him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations. Which when you go into that, I'm going to go into the Hebrew version, which Hebrew name version, which is pretty much an ESV version, just with Hebrew names. It says, now receive one who is weak in faith, but not for disputes over opinions. So, a brother that's weak in the faith is acceptable because you're able to build the brother up and edify him. But a man that is actually not able to understand what the brother just said, that the M.O.T.B is the mark of the beast, you can't do nothing with it. And especially one that's fighting the truth, going against it, there's no hope for a man that is going to go against it.
Now I don't know, spirit, man. I hear what you're saying, bro, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Nah, we ain't trying to deal with that. You see? Not dealing with that, man.
This Revelation chapter, unless brother's got something else.
I'm getting some right now. I get some.
All right, go ahead.
Says 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 9, but take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. That was that's it there.
Right. Which, we got to watch how we walk because we have many witnesses. We have brothers all the time watching at different levels too, because you always got men coming in the truth that are at a weaker level of faith. So we have to actually, be walking in the faith. Spirit. I was just reading it today in my study. It said you got to serve the Lord with your soul, your spirit, and your mind. Right? Which those three things break down to pretty much your spirit, your mind, the way you mind things, the way you think, and the way you act in this world. You're supposed to be in godly conduct, Go ahead, brother.
First, oh my people, hear my word.
That's what we gotta be when it comes down to it, man. Yeah, we got material things on this side, but when it comes down to it, you take this device, or you can't live here unless you take this device. Guess what? I can't live here then. You walk off from it. That's the space you have to be in. To be able to leave anything that you have behind in an instant, man. Because at the end of the day, you know that it's all temporary. This is temporal here, man. This is not our rest. This shit don't even belong to us for real. See? We're just here passing through, as pilgrims do. You see?
Right.
That's the spirit you have to be in. And the majority of our people are not in that spirit. They're in that spirit of building an empire here in Babylon. Hell, you even had a so-called Israelite leader talking about building his kingdom inside of Esau's kingdom. How the hell does that work? And when you still subject to all Esau's laws and everything he says you have to do. To build your kingdom here, that means you have to take Esau's device to even get that shit going. So that doesn't make any sense, man. So we have to be in that spirit of, I don't give a damn how good your car is, how nice your house is. You see, how much money you got in your bank account. Guess what? When it's time to leave it behind, you have to leave it behind and not look back. That's why the scripture say what? Remember Lot's wife. You see? So that's just where we're moving forward, man, because we know we have better coming. You see? That was it, bro.
Back in Revelation chapter 14 and verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
This is your faith. So that lets us know that you cannot repent. It ain't no coming back. Once it's in you, it's in you. Now you can take it out if you want to, but guess what? You're still gonna get put to death. Because you had already put your hand out to get it. Showing your lack of faith, man. Showing that you would rather have Esau to rule over you than Yahawashi and Yahawashi. So once those nukes are launched, you see, and they make their way here to the land of America, all of you Israelites who have this device of you, you're going to be destroyed by way of nuclear fire, man. You see, the Most High is going to burn you up, and Yahawashi and the elect, Lord willing, will be a part of that number. We're going to watch you burn from the chariots as we fly overhead, man. You see, that's what's coming. This is what's about to happen. This is why Esau is moving the way he's moving. He's in a rush to establish this, man. But let him do what he does, because we're going to escape from this, man. Lord willing to be a part of that number. This is that last verse, bro.
Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
For a long time, man. That's the judgment coming for anybody who worships the beast. You love this system. All you niggas in that spirit of God bless America. Still, you know what I'm saying? Niggas still talking about God bless America. You in that spirit, your ass is gonna die in the fire. If you in the spirit of worshiping the image of the beast, how this place is ran, how it's set up, you see, the wicked ways of thinking that are propagated in this place. If you okay with how this place is being ran, your ass is gonna be you're gonna die in that fire. And if you go and get this device to prolong your life here in this place, you see, to live a few seconds longer, you're gonna die in that fire, man. You're gonna be completely burned up. Talking to you Israelites, man, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is what's coming upon you. We're supposed to be in this spirit, man. As it tells us in Revelation 20:4. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have brothers that are gonna be martyrs for the truth, man. You see? Like I said, this is deadly serious. We have to be in that spirit of taking it to the max when it comes down to it, man. Because it tells us in Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them. Revelation 20:4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahawashi and for the word of the Most High. So even having this knowledge is dangerous in itself, man. You see, we face the threat of death by even knowing what we know. You see, by even calling on the name of Yahawashi, Esau, he could put us to death, man. But giving this testimony of the Most High God Yahweh, we can be put to death for this, man. Because what they call it in this country is called what? High treason. You see, we're calling for another entity to come and destroy a sovereign country. That's called treason, man. But to hell with it. This is just the truth. You see, you can't be mad at us because we're giving you the truth.
Right. I would say Yahawashi too. You gotta remember when they brought in the false witnesses against Yahawashi. They said, we heard him say that he was going to destroy the temple. You know, same thing they do against us, you know.
Nope. So Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahawashi and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. I mean, we hate this system that's being ran here and want the Lord Yahawashi to come and establish that righteous system. Neither his image, meaning what we hate the ways of thinking, we hate the lies, the propaganda, the false doctrine. We talking about this earlier today. We hate
government system.
this whole shit that's set up here, man, because it's wicked. You see? So it's what? And neither had received his mark upon his forehead, or upon their foreheads and their hands. And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years, going into what? That first to me. That's going to come to the true believers who forsake this place, you see, having that vision in their mind of what? Living in the kingdom and dwell of righteousness, man. Because this place, it has to go. America has to be completely destroyed. This whole beast system that Esau has set up in the earth, it has to be completely dismantled, man. So a righteous one can be established, so we can finally live, man. So we can finally be back on one accord with the Most High God, Yahweh. And some of us are going to have to take it to the extent of what? Perishing from the flesh, if need be. This is where you have to take your mind to, man. This is not a game, man. This ain't something you just pick and choose when you want to do it. This is life or death, man. This is deadly serious. Because this nigga Esau is about to come with it. Beyond anything the world has ever seen before, man. This man is about to lose his fucking mind. He's about to murder a lot of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Watch. You see? Whoa.
I got some.
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. Therefore, and this is the wicked, the ungodly. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. And he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objecteth to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. Now, I got that because it goes with what the brother was saying, and also the precept, which I was also holding in 2 Ezra 16, verse 73, 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahawah is your guide through Yahawashi, and the guide of them who kept my commandments and precepts, saith the supreme power, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So as we wait for the salvation that we keep talking about, we're here just to possess our soul in a state of righteousness, try to keep ourselves in the spirit,
Awesome.
I got Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahawashi, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Because you're going to choose that way the Most High delighted not. You're going to choose the side with the enemy of the Most High, and he is going to make you an enemy. So that's what he does to his enemies. He puts them to death. This is what's coming. This is what we're warning you of before it happens, man.
2/3 of you are going to be deceived. If you're not part of the elect, you better the elect not be deceived. The elect is going to be one with the spirit to endure the
Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahawashi is my power.
Walk in that spirit of faith, man. And do whatever we gotta go through in hopes of being saved. We're not even considering going on with Esau and his bullshit because we don't understand the God we serve, man. We don't understand the Savior, the Messiah we serve, man. That whatever we need, they will supply it for us, man. We don't have to go to Esau for shit. You see? We don't need Esau for anything, man. We serve the creator of the heavens and the earth. So we don't have to worry about no rain. We don't have to worry about food. We don't have to worry about shelter. We have nothing to worry about, man. Yahawashi Yahawashi is going to take care of us. We don't need no fucking device put up in us, man. You see? And if it comes down to it, you are to perish from the flesh than to take that damn device, man. Point blank period.
I'm gonna bring this out real quick. You know, you're gonna be cut, you know, obviously, you're gonna be cut off, you're gonna be part of the destruction if you take that seed here. But also before that happens, let me read this out. Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worship his image.
Yeah.
All you jakes who are gonna take that, man, you're gonna inside of you. The radiation from that device is gonna fry your fucking skin out, man. See?
Gosh.
It's gonna be pus filled. It's gonna corrode your skin, man. It's gonna be rotted out. And that's how you're gonna know if you have the M.O.T.B.
God. Hey, brother, that's the spirit. I was holding that in the beginning. Shabai, grab verse 17 on there, brother, if you could, on down. Because that's the precept, actually.
This is Revelation 16:17. And the 7th angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, it is done. Let me keep going.
Yeah, go a little more because it says exactly what the brother just said.
Fine. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High, to give her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath.
That was the point. Yeah. No, that was the point. Yeah.
As it told us in Revelation 14, that's the judgment coming upon this country for all. Well, mainly it's for Esau, but you 2/3 are going to partake in this if you go and get this device, man. You're going to suffer the fate of an Edomite, because that's what these missiles were created for. But since you 2/3 want to continue on in your master's house, you're going to die right along with this master in his house, man, by way of nuclear destruction. That's what's coming. That's the only thing up.
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. And read the book of John, chapter 12, and verse 25. Lord Yahawashi speaking. He that looked. So yeah, all right. You don't take a CHIP.
It ain't worth it, man. We have so much greater coming, man. The scriptures tell us, I have not seen, you have not heard what the Most High prepared for them that wait for him. We're coming into a glory, man, a state of living that can't even be comprehended right now, man. You just got to believe it. If this ain't, cause like when you really step back and look at your fucking life, You are not living right now, man. This is not life. This is a miserable existence for an Israelite. Shit, man, woman, and child. Jeez.
I got a precept just to kind of line back the brother on what he just said. This is Psalm 34:10. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Yahweh shall not want any good thing.
That's what I know. Need everything. Give it to us. We have. Just gotta have faith, man. Just gotta believe that the Most High is gonna take care of it. And that's the spirit we move in. So you had brothers lose jobs during the big P, man. You had brothers lose jobs because they didn't want to take the juicy juice. Because what? The faith that they had in Yahawashi, knowing that, hey, at the end of the day, the Most High is in control of all this. Shit, I'm losing this job for the Lord's name. Say he can give me another job. It's H. I had to suffer for a little while, but it's okay. You see, that's the faith we're moving in, man. Like how should I say, anything we lose on this side, we're gonna get it 100-fold in his kingdom. So I'm waiting for that. But what Esau talk, we done seen everything Esau get out. A bunch of bitches twerking on the internet. You see, some fucking FRNs that's about to be turned into CBDCs, GMO foods, shit water.
Everything on this side is polluted.
Everything polluted. You can see everything Esau has to offer you, man. Why not have faith to wait upon what the Most High is going to give us, man? That's what we want. And we can get it in righteousness, and it all belongs to us. We're going to be the head and not the tail, man. You get a device put in you for just to continue to be the tail? To continue to be a slave? You niggas is ignorant. But
they don't have that vision that the elect has, you know?
Right.
They can't see past Babylon. Go ahead, Ak, you got something?
Yeah, I got something. Cool. Good. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 15. And what concord hath Hamashiach with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Which pretty much you can't be equally yoked with a unbeliever right now. Or a false doctrine. It says, verse 17, wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Yahweh Almighty. So go ahead, brother.
So the thing is, man, this thing is unclean. And at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about what man is going to say if you get this device. You have to worry about the Most High watching you, because at the end of the day, the Most High sees everything. That's why we do everything the way we do. We're not doing this to be man pleasers, man. We're doing this to please Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi, because we know ultimately we're being watched by the heavens, man. You see? And that's what instills you a fear in you to move in a different spirit than everybody else. You see? If you get this device, you will be a disappointment to the Most High God, Yahweh, His only begotten Son, Yahawashi, man. And I ain't trying to be that. You know? So yeah, man, we have to move in that spirit of faith to overcome.
This is Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith Yahweh Yahawashi. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith Yahweh Yahawashi. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Now, here we have to go through our day-to-day, but at the end of the day, we're doing it to continue our fight. It ain't to continue 10, 15 years from now in this place. We're planning to be in the kingdom 10 years from now. You see, we're looking to be in the kingdom of heaven 15, 20 years from now. You see, living. We're not planning to be here in 15 years in Babylon, man.
The Lord's will is less than that. You know? I got it. Let's go ahead. This is just Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
at the end of the day, yeah, Esau's going to get a lot of people with this. All said and done, he's not going to bring us to full fruition because it's not the Most High's will for him to establish this in the earth, man. He's not going to be able to fully establish this because this shit is off. They've tried to do this before, man. Now they're doing it digitally. This is a digital Tower of Babel being built, and just like the physical one back in the ancient times, this one is it's not going to come to pass either, man. This thing that they're trying to do is vanity, man.
There's nothing new under the sun.
It's vanity. It's not according to the will of the Most High. When it's all said and done, Yahawashi is coming to establish the kingdom of heaven, and everything Esau is doing right now is for nothing. See?
Yep.
I'm gonna bring this
And
out.
that's why it's a race of patience, because even though we want to see this so-called, white man, this devil and his system go down, we have to wait until the Lord returns to take him down,
Yeah. I got one.
Shabbat.
Okay,
Go ahead, Yaakov.
Go ahead. This is Book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 3. I will consume man and beast. I will consume the fowls of the heaven and the fishes of the sea and the stumbling blocks with the wicked, and I will cut off man from off the land, saith the Lord, Yahawah.
And the stumbling blocks, those false prophets, bro. It says the false prophet be in the lake of fire too.
Let's go up and not close the shelves, man.
Yeah, just because the brother was saying how this ain't nothing new, he's been trying to do this in all these different captivities, right?
Mm-hmm.
During the Greeks. This is First Maccabees 1 and 41, because Esau, he wants to put that fear in everybody, right? Make everybody under one law. This is Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. So that's the same spirit he has with his fear. He's trying to put it. He's gonna, he's trying to put it on the whole, on everybody that dwells on the planet Earth. I said earlier, both small and poor, everyone's gonna face that hour of temptation. So this ain't nothing new. This has always been in his spirit. He has a spirit of, he wants to, like we've said in the past, God complex. He wants to be in control over everybody, everything.
Right. Even Alexander the Greek did it, but the Lord took him out before he was, right when he climaxed, the Lord took him out. But he was trying to actually have like a one world order under him.
All right. This is Lamentations 4 and 21. Says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup so shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
All the sins are coming to the forefront. All the lies he's told is coming to the forefront. Why? Because it's time for him to go down. Now the Most High is letting us know, as the Israelites, hey, it's okay. Our captivity is coming to an end. This is the last time we will have to suffer as we suffer here in Babylon the Great, man. We would never suffer like this ever again. But we have to go through this last little hard portion of the journey in the form of Jacob's trouble. After that, after we endure that through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, we home free, man.
Yeah.
You see? That time.
He will visit thy iniquities, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's exactly what's happening. Everything that Esau's ever done is going to come out. Everything. There's nothing everything they've ever done has been witnessed and recorded by the angels of the Most High God, Yahawashi, man. And they're going to pay for every single wicked deed they have committed upon this earth. Even putting this device up in you Israelites, man. You see? Because it's actually a spiritual form of adultery, man. You see? And this is why 2/3 are going to die right along with their husband, Esau, hitting his destruction. Because that's what the law calls for. You see?
Right now.
Exactly. 2/3 is not crying out. Only the elect is, and that's why the elect is going to be saved. You see? And vindicated. While the 2/3 are going to be condemned to destruction. Yes, I'm on.
Be not weary when the day of trouble. Others weep and be sorry.
That's what it is, man. We're gonna be taken care of, man. So that's why it's so important to understand prophecy, man. To understand what the Most High's will is, what He wants you to do, and that's what having faith in the Lord Yahawashi. And with that faith in the Lord Yahawashi, you're able to access the power of the Most High God Yahweh to be taken care of in times of trouble. So you don't have to be worried about what I'm gonna eat, where I'm gonna get some shelter from, what I'm gonna drink. You don't have to worry about none of that if you've been serving the Lord.
I was just thinking about that. I was meditating on what Yahawashi was saying, man, when he was here, man. He was talking about the lilies and the birds, man. What makes you think if you're an Israelite, that Yahawashi is not going to take care of you, especially if you're part of the remnant?
I said, bro, what the Alahayim? You think the Lord ain't going to take care of you, bro? Come on, man.
He brought that up. The lilies, the scriptures, that their garments clothes better than even Solomon. King Solomon.
Yeah, man, we are going to be taken care of. There's no reason for a believer of Yahawashi to even consider taking that shit, man. That is not for us. That's for the people of the world. Those who want to continue their life here in Babylon the Great and up on the Esau system, that shit is for them. You see? But for us, we're to stand faithful unto Yahawashi, man.
That stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh.
Even unto death. See? So you have
one more, yeah. Just because this actually, we could have opened up with this precept, but really the whole notion of the sea hip is a violation of the law, right? Leviticus 19:28 says, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahawah."
We're not to, that's a completion. That's what you got to do to continue. So this shit is a no-go. No matter how you cut it, no matter how you look at it, it's a no-go, man. No, it's not. No matter how you kiss, that's what it is, man. It's a violation in every regard, man. And we're to stay away from this. We're to continue to bring this out over and over and over again, because we are those watchmen. We've been set up to blow the trumpet, and we're gonna blow the trumpet until the Lord say, all right, that's enough. You see? Point blank period. You brothers had anything over there before we close out?
Yeah, I got one. Hebrews 12:1. It says, and I'm gonna get it in a different translation. It says in the KJV, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." And I'm gonna get it in the NIV. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." Pretty much get rid of everything that, we ain't worried about shit, man. We're worried about the kingdom of heaven that comes with Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi, which is within us, really. What he say? The kingdom is within you.
Right.
Yeah, I got one. Philippians chapter 1:29, "For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake."
Yep, and this is gonna be a form of suffering with this little time of trial we're gonna have to go through. It's gonna be great suffering, but we have to continue to move in that spirit of faith, man. That's what it's all about. Faith. The Most High wants to try our faith. You see? When you're back against the wall, when you have nothing else, When they threaten to take everything away from, what are you going to do? You're going to bend the knee, or you're going to stay true. You see? Once again, those are your two options. Choose that CHIP. You choose death, stand in faith with Yahawashi, and choose life, man. And that's what the women do. See? Yeah, good.
All right. So I'm just going to bring this one out right away. This is John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So basically, the point I was getting to the brother is, hey, Yahawashi was crucified for Israel, man. He was that unblemished lamb, that sacrifice, that ultimate sacrifice, man. And we gotta, hey, man, if it's meant for us to be put to death for not taking the Karagma, for not following after this system, so be it, man. All the way unto death, man. We gotta be valiant, man.
And again, speaking Yahawashi sacrifice for life, that. No, that sacrifice gave us access to power that we can't even understand, man. No, that was through Yahawashi sacrifice, we can do anything, man. Through our faith in Yahawashi and the sacrifice he made for us, we can do anything. We can't be stopped. We can't, and that's what Esau's afraid of. That's why he wants you to denounce your faith, because that's what it does as well. You getting this device up in you, you denouncing your faith, you denouncing your power. You see? And once you do that, what can the Most High do for you? You know? So that's why we have to continue to move forward in faith no matter what. Because we are tapped into a power, man. You see, that's going to be put on full display in these last days. You see? So if y'all brothers don't have anything else, man, we're going to close it up. Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, man. With that, man, we'll end it. Give all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash.
Once again, double honors to the apostles of the great millstone for teaching us the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and a sincere piece of citation. To all you hopefully let I came out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work of Yahawashi, Yahawashi's commanders, creators. Hey, man, deny this shit even unto death. That's what it calls for. You see? And you will be rewarded greatly in the kingdom of heaven. Thus saith the Bible. Thus saith Yahawashi, Yahawashi. So with that, hey, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom to you.